Hey parents, this is Linda Murray at Oak Grove Upper, 4th grade math teacher. I'm going to walk you through some problems on subtracting mixed numbers, and hopefully this will help you when you're helping with your student at home doing their work. The first problem we're going to look at is 5 minus 2 3/4. First thing we notice is that we have a whole number on top without a fraction attached to it. So in order to subtract this, we have to get our fraction to go along with the 5. We take from the 5. It's going to become a 4. We have to have a fraction that is equivalent to 1 next to the 4. Our denominator is going to help us determine what that fraction is going to be. We know our denominators have to be like, so we know we have to have the denominator of 4. In order for it to be equal to 1, we also need a numerator of 4. So 4/4 would be our fractional piece here. Now we are ready to subtract the wholes, so we have 4 minus 2. That's going to give us 2. Then we subtract our numerators, 4 minus 3, which is going to give us 1, and we keep the denominator the same. Our whole doesn't change. We also have problems like 7 5/8 minus 3 1/8. And here, when you notice, whole numbers, no problem subtracting. Numerator on top is larger than the numerator on bottom. We're just simply ready to subtract. So we have 7 minus 3, which is 4. 5 minus 1, subtracting our numerators again, which is 4, keeping the denominator of 8. And here, sometimes the students can be asked to find an equivalent fraction for their answer. So, students would have to realize sometimes that there's some manipulating of the fractional piece. We could divide both of these by 4, and once we do that, we would end up with 4 1/2, because 4 divided by 4 is 1, 8 divided by 4 is 2. On the last problem, we have 3 1/12 minus 1 5/12. Again, 3 1/12 is larger than 1 5/12. However, when you look at your fractional piece, 1/12 is actually smaller than 5/12. So again, we have to do some regrouping. We're going to take from the 3. 3 is going to become a 2. We already have 1/12, but we still have to add the 1 that we took to the 1/12. And again, it has to be equivalent to 1. The fraction has to be equivalent to 1. Again, our denominator is going to help us determine what that fraction is going to be. We're going to keep the denominator of 12, and in order to make it equivalent to 1, our numerator also has to be 12. Now I'm going to rewrite the problem so it's a little neater. Whole number on the top number will be 2. And now we have to add these two fractions together. 1/12 plus 12/12 is going to give us 13/12, giving us an improper fraction on top, but a larger fractional piece in order for us to subtract. So we write our 1 5/12, and we're ready to subtract. 2 minus 1 is 1. 13 minus 5 being 8, keeping the denominator of 12. And again, they could be asked to manipulate that fraction to find an equivalent fraction, depending on their answer choices, if it would be multiple choice, or even for us just to ask them. They could divide both pieces of the fraction by 4/4, which is equivalent to 1, and they would get 1 2/3, because 8 divided by 4 is 2, 12 divided by 4 is 3, keeping the whole of 1. I hope this video has helped. If you have any issues or problems, please contact any of the math teachers. We'd be happy to help you with anything else. Have a great night.